What if Deku had the powers of Max Steel? Let's go. Okay, so Max moved into Japan to deal with the increase in crime rates. Keep in mind, this is before All Might became a hero. So All Might is most likely still in UA or whatever. So when All Might comes into the hero business after a year or two, All Might rises up to the number one hero status, making let's say Max the number 3 hero. Max and his wife Max's wife Inko had just conceived Zuko, and Max and Steel could already sense the turbo energy building up inside of Deku, so they realized that Deku was going to burst when his mother gives birth to him, maybe like a few days after, or a month, but not soon after he's given birth to. He's going to burst because he is already holding in a lot of turbo energy. The only reason he's not gonna burst before he's born is because Inko is connected to him, and Inko's quirk is basically getting a boost in power from all that turbo energy because she's taking it away from him due to her being connected to him. So her quirk has been boosted. So yeah. Steel and Max have taken a little break from work to prepare for the baby and to help Inko, because parents go through phases when they give birth, I'm pretty sure. At least that's what my mom told me. So yeah. They start building an Ultralink for Deku. They model it after Steel, but instead of it being blue, it would be green. So let's just say Deku's born and Inko loses her connection with Deku and feels weak. So Deku already has a bunch of turbo energy building up in him, and Max senses that he's going to burst within a week. So Max and Steel start working hard to prepare, and they are able to just create an Ultralink, and it's kind of like Steel's son in a way. So yeah. They use the Ultralink. They're gonna call him, what's a good name? Hold up, let me think. So they named this Ultralink Titanium, just because Titanium is basically like Steel, and they based Steel off Titanium. And Steel wanted his son, I put that in quotes, to kinda be an image of him. Yeah. So they're able to get Steel on Deku, and Deku gets, since he's at such a young age, his skin isn't really strong enough. It's soft and mushy. So when Titanium gets onto him to absorb his turbo energy, it creates kind of like a scar in the shape of what Steel or Titanium looks like. And yeah. Wait, let's change it. Yeah, I think that's good. So, because I got that idea from the movie, because when Max, he is still a teenager, I'm pretty sure, his skin is more durable and stronger than a child's, no less a baby. And he still got marks from it. So I'd say, and it kind of looked like it was bleeding a little bit. So I'll just say he was bleeding. So Deku bled. And Steel is programmed to age with Deku. So they kind of learn the same and all that. So basically, Steel is a child growing up with Deku. Deku and Steel are basically best friends. Growing up, they're told that their quirk is turbo energy, and they were born with it. And when Deku goes to the quirk doctor, Deku's father just tells the quirk doctor that he already has a quirk and it's called turbo energy. And Max tells him it's just his quirk, the same way. Everything's basically the same. He'll inform the quirk specialist and all of that if anything is different and changes. So, I'm going to say that. So, where was I? I forget where I was, so I'm going to just assume that I'm at the part where Deku's dad tells All for One's doctor what Deku's quirk is. And All for One's doctor gets some information about turbo energy from Deku's father, because Deku's father has to explain the quirk to him to document it. So, All for One's doctor tells All for One. And and Deku is able to only use turbo mode. Just that first activation, what's on screen right now. That's the only thing that he can use right now. He can't go turbo strength or anything like that, just turbo mode. So, yeah. Deku, let's do a 10-year time skip. No, yeah. Oh, wait. Deku's 4, so 9-year time skip. No. Would it be 9 years? Yeah, no. That wouldn't be a 9-year time skip. 6-year time skip. So, Deku is 10. Deku's playing with his father. His mother just went out to have a chat with some friends, so he's just at home with his dad. All of a sudden, someone breaks in, and Max goes turbo mode. When he goes turbo mode, Steel's like, "Who is this guy, dude?" And Max says, "I don't know, but he just burst into our house." We have to assume he's a villain because number one is breaking in, and there's a giant hole in our wall, and we can't pay for it because I'm petty like that. He's gonna pay for it. And Max says, "Go turbo, strength!" and charges at All for One. And goes for a hit on All for One. But All for One just catches Deku's father's fist. And takes Deku's father's quirk, which is turbo energy. So now Deku's father's effectively quirkless. Max is still awake, and Steel and Max are still trying to fight, but they can't go turbo mode because Steel senses that Max has no more turbo energy. It's just all gone, poof, like that. And Steel's like, he stole your quirk. And Deku's father's like, no, how? And I'm gonna say Max told Deku to run and hide in the hallway and get Titanium. So him and Titanium are just hiding out in a closet, watching what's happening. And Deku's father tries to still attack him. Turbo sending lasers out onto him. But then, All For One just utterly destroys. Nothing left. Steel's gone. Poof, just like that. Max still charges at him. But All For One uses the wind quirk and just blows him up. Pop, just like that. Now, Deku is shook. And he tells Titanium, let's go, now. And they run at All For One. Deku yells, go turbo, strength! And he transforms to a different turbo mode for the first time in his life. And he's about to connect with All For One, but All Might comes through the window, crashes through, and hits All For One before Deku can. And All For One and All Might just go away. Deku's just shocked. All he saw was a blur come in, hit the villain that he was about to attack, and then they're both gone. They're just that quick. And Deku's just like, what? And then he looks down and sees his dad's blood. I'm gonna just say there's his head's left. Deku's father's head's left. Titanium and Deku transform and see that Steel is on the ground, crushed. You can still see his eye moving. Titanium goes to his father and Deku goes to his. Next, tells Deku that he will do good in the world, and he hopes that he will help others just as he did. He tells Deku not to go out for revenge, because revenge only brings sadness, and sadness only brings downfall, and downfall crumbles to nothingness. He doesn't want Deku's rage to destroy the world. Steel tells Titanium that, son, you did good. I believe in you. We can both. Max and I will rest in peace. Goodbye. Deku and Titanium just cry. Their mother, Inko, arrives home and just sees blood everywhere and Steel basically destroyed to the point where they can't fix him anymore to figure out what happened. His memory card isn't even there anymore. It's just her husband is dead. She's just crying. Meanwhile, All Might and All For One are fighting. And when All For One can't control the turbo energy, and he stole the turbo energy quirk. But I'm gonna just say he can't create turbo energy. He could absorb it. And that's why Turbo said that he couldn't use his quirk because he didn't have any turbo energy left. All for One couldn't properly steal Max's turbo quirk. He was only able to steal the energy. So he didn't have energy left. So when he attacked All Might, he tore, when he was about to tear the hole inside the stomach, he collapsed. Because I'm going to say he already ran out of energy a while ago, and the turbo energy was the only thing keeping him awake, moving, and running. But he wasted all of it, and now he's down. All for One was put in prison. And they were able to find All for One's doctor and all of that. So All for One's doctor is also put in prison. But what they don't know is that Shigaraki, already has the All for One quirk. And it's told that there is a quirk out there that has massive energy. And if he's able to harvest that energy, he can control the world with the snap of his finger. Because turbo energy is that powerful, really. So Shigaraki's already set off on this quest. I'm gonna just say that All for One already taught him how to use his quirk. Well, I don't think he does, because in the manga, Shigaraki already seems to know how to use All for One's quirk. Shigaraki has all the quirks All for One had and everything. So that's it. I'm gonna just say All Might is also losing time. Just hold on a second, guys. I have to. Okay, guys, I'm back. I just need to get a drink of water. My throat was getting dry. So All Might would still have a time limit, but the time limit has nothing to do with his power depleting. His time limit is just due to him losing the power of One for All. The flames are going out. I think that reason makes more sense than the injury, because it's All for One's quirk enhances the way All Might use All for One for All, he enhanced every physical portion of his body. So that means his heart probably pumped faster and everything. So that never really sat well with me, because everything got bigger. Maybe the fact that he changed a lot, he switched in between his forms. His body was just too much for it. That would make sense, but it's just saying that the injury was killing him slowly. But that makes more sense to me. And I'm gonna say, after a certain amount of time, and a One for All user has to die, maybe at a certain age. Yeah, at a certain age, an All for One user loses One for All and will slowly die. So no remnants of One for All is left. Kind of like the Curse of Ymir from Attack on Titan. Kind of like that. So yeah. But I feel like I left it with too much dialogue, not too much action, not too many points. So let's keep going. I was going to end it, but I think y'all want to listen. I really don't think I'm going to leave you off with too much information, too much action. So we're going to keep going for a little bit. You understand? I don't care if you don't, because I'm just going to keep talking. Aight? You feel me? Aight? Okay, let's go. I think you understand what I'm trying to... Okay, I'm done with that. So, Deku would just... Let's put this in a certain way. Deku's traumatized. He watched two very important people to him. I'm gonna just say steals a person. with the way he acted, he's basically a person. There's no way you can differentiate him from a person. He just don't have flesh and blood. He might be a machine, but he's human. Same with Titanium. They're both traumatized. I would just say Titanium learns as Deku learns. So Deku tries to get a recording of all of his dad's fights, so he can try to unlock all the turbo modes his father had, and maybe even create more, because they're he was probably going to need different ones for different situations. I must say that he still goes to him and Bakugo's older school, Aldera. He still goes to that school. So when he comes back, it's like a month after his dad died. He comes back to school, and his hair is long. He's sad. Turbo is just slowly floating next to him. And Deku's just looking down, and Bakugo is just like, "Hey, Deku, are you alright?" I'm gonna just say that he calls Deku because it sounds like you can do it, and he thought up of it because he doesn't want Deku to seem upset when he died. And Deku's like, "Why are you calling me that? Doesn't it mean useless?" "Oh, I thought it meant you could do it. I'm sorry." "No, that's Deku." Then Bakugo's just like, "I don't call you that then, Deku." And Deku smiles a little bit at this. And Bakugo turns to Titanium and is like, "Why are you both upset? You never knew? Our parents died." And Bakugo's like, "Oh, I forgot. I didn't think you guys would want to be treated specially because your parents died, so I was just gonna treat you like the same old thing. I'm sorry." And Deku's like, "No, we just like our parents never died. Maybe just don't bring up our fathers, and it's just the same old thing." Deku is kind of depressed. He's basically the same person, but he's just more just quieter, sadder. I must say that while at school, they got 2 new students. Students are Ochako Uraraka and Shinso Hitoshi. I'm gonna just say Ochako's parents find an okay place to stay. They won't have to move a lot due to their construction work or whatever. I think that's why Ochako is so sad. She doesn't live with her parents because they always move a lot. So yeah, they found a good and stable place. And Ochako sees that there is a person from the Midoriya household. Their father had just died, and she's like, he probably has a bunch of cool stuff and a lot of money. So she goes over to Deku and Bakugo. They're about to introduce themselves to Shinso because Deku noticed that Shinso looks extremely upset, kind of like him. And Deku was trying to find out why he was so upset. So Ochako runs over and is like, "Hi, my name's Ochako Uraraka. Do you have any toys that I can play with?" And Deku's just thinking, this bitch is a gold digger. Obviously. I'm gonna see how this plays out. And Deku's like, yeah, I have some toys in my bag. Let me go get them. Maybe we can play together. But just let me introduce myself to this guy over there. They walk over the Shinso, all three of them. And they're like, my name's Hatoshi Shinso. Nice to meet you. My name is Izuku Midoriya. My name's Katsuki Bakugo. My name is Ochako Uraraka. So, they strike up a conversation. Deku goes to get his toys and starts playing with them with Kachan. And he sees Uraraka just looming over him. And he's like, what? She's like, can I play with one of them? And he's like, sure. So she starts playing with him. And she starts sticking around Deku a lot. Deku notices that Bakugo kind of likes her. But Deku doesn't. Because he doesn't trust her. I'm only saying this because I don't like Uraraka. She's a gold digger in my eyes. Biggest gold digger out there. Yeah, she's a bitch. Like I said, she's a bitch. I don't like her one bit. She's a total bitch. I don't have any love for her. Not one piece of love. I see her as a gold digger. I don't know why. I just don't like her. So if you got a problem, deal with it. Just fucking deal with it. I don't care. I don't like her. If there's an issue with that, I don't give two fucks. Because to me, it seems like she likes Deku for her money. Not that Deku's rich, but she sees potential in him being the number one hero. And her getting money if she ends up marrying him. So she sticks with him. So, yeah. That is my mindset. So yeah, let's keep going. Deku gives Ochako a toy. And he starts talking to Shinso, trying to leave Bakugo and Ochako together. And yeah. Deku finds out that Shinso's dad was also killed in a villain attack. And his mom hates him for his quirk. And Deku's like, wow, you have it kind of worse than me. Well, you might as well stick together. You both have bad lives. So yeah. They become friends. Close relationship too. So let's do a time skip to the beginning of the anime. Bakugo, Deku, Shinso, and Uraraka are walking together, and all the guys are just annoyed because Uraraka has been following them around since they were kids. And at this point, it's very annoying. They already figured out that Ochako only wants money from them. Because they heard Uraraka talking to one of the girls about Shinso. And Bakugo and Deku. They were asking her why she's allowed to be friends with them. You know, Ochako just spills everything. So they're just properly, and they're supposed to be annoyed. Because, what the fuck? Really? So, yeah. Ochako's just following them. And the guys are just like, when is this bitch gonna leave us alone? God, leave. You know, and in Ochako's mind, she's just thinking that the guys are just playing hard to get, trying to play bad boy. So, she just stays there as a clueless friend. So, yeah. They go under a bridge, and Ochako gets attacked by a villain. And Bakugo tries to go in and save her. With his explosions, he launches one at the slime villain, thinking that it'll only hit him, not Ochako. The slime villain gets hit and is burned, but he still holds on to Ochako, thinking the others would leave him alone. All Might comes out of there and uses a Detroit Texas smash on the villain, scatters the villain. All Might asks the others if they have any bottles with them to help him clean him up. Deku's like, yeah, I can. Titanium is just floating around, following them. And while Titanium is following Deku and the other guys to help, Ochako pulls him over and asks him, why are these boys ignoring me? It's so frustrating. Tell me now, or I'll fucking make you float the goddamn space, you bitch. And Titanium is like, damn. I want you to think about it. And Ochako lets go of him. And Titanium just floats back to Deku. And yeah. They walk home together. There's no accident or anything like that. All Might just ends up going over to the police. Ochako is just thinking, maybe they're acting like this because I'm weak, and they don't want to associate them with a weak person. So she's thinking maybe she can train her muscles and her quirk. So she goes to a junkyard, what she thinks is one, but in reality is a beach. She starts sorting things out because it looks extremely unorganized to her. And as it happens, All Might is walking by and sees her doing this. And he says maybe she's a potential successor. So in his Yagi form, he goes over and asks her why she's cleaning up the beach. Ochako didn't know it was a beach. And seeing that this was a stranger, she wanted to seem like a good person in front of them. She says, oh, this place, I'm just cleaning it up to be a good kind of like a good social worker and to train my quirk and my physical body. All my sisters thinking, this is the one. Someone who's selfless like that and remembers that he's seen her before. And All Might's like, how about I'll help you? I've trained a lot of heroes in my heyday. I've trained a few at UA too. I've even trained All Might for a little bit. And Ochako's like, wow, you trained All Might? Well, you're probably really expensive to help train me. So she's like, and All Might's like, nah, I'll do it for free. I see a lot of potential in you. So All Might basically helps Ochako with her quirk and everything like that. And I'ma just say, due to her quirk, she's able to move everything much quicker. It takes her 5 months. All Might tells her that he has been with her for long enough, and he has calls in to tell her a secret that she mustn't tell anybody else, or she might be killed, as well as the rest of her family and friends and everybody. And she's like, whoa, this might be a pretty big secret. And All Might tells her that he is All Might, and he is looking for a successor to his quirk. He explains everything about One for All and all that. She's stuff. And yeah. It's basically all that, all the same things. She gets the quirk, and All Might tells her that it's probably going to take a few hours. And he tells her to meet up with him the next day at the beach. Just because he wants to train her to use One for All. So the next day, Ochako wakes up. She feels energized. She feels powerful. And her quirk just feels like it just got 2 more legs. It's much stronger. So now, I'm going to say that Ochako can lift things with her mind. She can only lift them. She can't set them down or anything like that. If she wants to stop lifting them, she has to put her hands together. If she wants to move it around, she has to actually touch it and move it with her hands. She can only lift objects with her mind and hands. So yeah. She also gets the strength enhancement ability that One for All gave Deku and All Might. But she doesn't get the other quirks because that'd be too OP, in my opinion. She learns full cowling, I'd say 2 months after. So that'd be 7 months. She has 3 months to master full cowling to an extent of what she can hold. So yeah. She's still talking to Izuku, Shinso, and Bakugo, but they've grown more distant. While Ochako's getting the One for All quirk and all that stuff, Bakugo, Deku, and Shinso and Titanium have been upgrading themselves to the max. Let's just say Deku has unlocked a few more turbo modes. Turbo Strength, Speed, Scuba, Cannon, let's say Firefighter, Turbo Firefighter, yeah, that sounds nice. And Turbo, I don't know. I don't know if I said Flight. If not, he's just gonna get all of those. So Turbo Strength, Scuba, Speed, Cannon, Firefighter, and Flight. Bakugo is able to control his explosions even better due to the fact that he has 2 other people that he can test it on and help him with. So he can now control the heat of his explosion, control the force, and control the overall power and strength output. And Shinso has now gained the ability to brainwash someone without getting them to talk to him. So he just forces his mind in there. Though it's easier to get them to talk to him. But he can also force his way in there. Just to make him more OP. And I'm going to say he can also, I'm going to just say that he can also do it to machines. If they're, if the machines have like a certain, I don't know, I'm gonna just say he can slightly control machines that can move. Like if it's like a phone, he can't really control it. He can only control like movement and stuff. He can brainwash machines. So yeah. Let's get to the UA entrance exam. All 4 of them are ready and hyped. Ochako accidentally trips Deku and helps him up by using her quirk on him. He doesn't tell anybody about the new power that she's acquired due to All Might's warning. So yeah, she no longer sees the need of friendship in the other 3 because she knows that with her power she can already basically be the #1 hero if she worked hard enough. So she only sees the need in them to be friends from the time they get into UA. After that, she's gonna break the friendship with them because she doesn't need them anymore. She has her own power, her own easy way to get cash. So yeah. So in the entrance exam, Ochako barely passes because she only studied for the practical. The others were able to study for the practical and the mental written exam. So they are prepared. They're all in separate arenas, and due to them all going to the same school, so let's go Shinso first. Shinso runs into the battle arena and gets control over, let's say, 3 robots, turns them off, turns them back on, changes the lights in them. So instead of them having red lights in our eyes, they have purple. So the others know not to attack them, because in the pamphlet and the explanation, President Mike said nothing about robots having purple eyes. He tells the robots to destroy other robots. All the robots that he acquired were 3 pointers. So let's say he got, let's go with an easy 78 points. Bakugo goes in and just explodes everything. And he gets 83. Deku runs and activates turbo speed and just destroys robots while Steel disconnects from him and destroys robots with his laser. So they have double the manpower, double the points compared to the Shinso and Bakugo. Which would make sense, but still they're kids, so Deku only gets 80 points. Because I don't want Deku to look OP. I want Bakugo to look OP because I like Bakugo. And he's cool. In my opinion, I still like Deku very much so, but Bakugo is just that guy. I kind of understand why he bullies Deku. So, yes. So, in Ochako's battle, she runs in and starts picking up a bunch of robots. She's mostly touching them. She activates One For All. I'm gonna say One For All doesn't spark unless she wants it to. And when it sparks, when she has sparks around her, it's pink. And the pink lightning around her zaps something and makes it float. She doesn't let the sparks go because she doesn't want to float any of the students. So, due to this, Ochako gets like 73 points. And she is proud of her 73 points. When the 0 pointer comes out for all of them, nobody gets hurt except nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets injured. Except Ochako. Because I hate her. And she's annoying. And stupid. So, she's trapped. Her leg won't move. She's too exhausted to activate One For All. The thing that's on her is too heavy for her to lift up with her quirk. The 0 pointer's foot is incoming. She can't lift it up with her quirk because if that rock is too big, then that foot is way too big. Let's say an invisible body comes running at her. She doesn't really see it. She just sees clothes floating to her. She doesn't even know what to say because it's just a pair of clothes coming at her. How does that happen? She has no idea. She's just going to assume that somebody's trying to rescue her. She says, "Help, help, help. Please come quickly." All Might is just shocked because he knows that it's possible to die in these entrance exams because he nearly died when he tried to get into UA. Because UA wants the best. Only the best. But that invisible thing, it seemed like a person. She said to Ochako, "Come on, I'm going to get you out of here." And the invisible chick is running at, so she's there telling Ochako, "I'm going to save you. My quirk is invisibility. The robot can't see me." And Ochako's like, "You dumb fuck! How the fuck is you supposed to save me? The robot probably has some probably can't see you, so how you gonna get saved? You're gonna get crushed too." And Uraraka's like, no. Go, run. You can't save me. I can't. I have a floating quirk. Oh, shoot. And my power wasn't enough. Yours probably isn't either. You have an invisible quirk. You don't have anything that will help you in the future. You can't even become a hero. You're fucking useless. You're a useless fucking bitch. Okay? Hold on. Ochako tells her that she's a useless bitch and needs to go away because she won't be able to do anything. Ochako's like, well, Ochako rips out a piece of her hair and tells Hakikari to eat it. And Hakikari's like, what the fuck, why? And she's like, please, just do. And when you do, go to All Might. Okay? Please. I beg of you. It's my last wish. So Hakikari ate the hair, no matter how disgusting it was, and ran off. Ida was like, why didn't you go and save her? Bitch, I'm not strong. You swole. You have the speed quirk. Why didn't you do shit? And Ida's like, because that would have broken the rules. We're not allowed to steal points. Well, that big ass fucking robot is a 0-pointer. Ida's like, oh shit, no. He starts to run. And the worst thing happens. Blood spears. Splat. Everywhere. Splat. Gone. Blood everywhere. And everybody's just standing there shocked. So yes, you heard it, guys. Hakikari is now the owner of One for All. And all of a sudden, Hakikari starts getting color. I'm gonna say she's wearing clothes, because I am assuming that she was naked before. So she is wearing, so she starts getting skin color. Everybody's just thinking that she's just deactivating her quirk, but she is just like, what the fuck? How? I thought I couldn't deactivate my how? She's just surprised. Like, how? Does it have anything to do with that girl forcing me to eat her hair? She doesn't know. But all she does know is that she has to go to All Might. That's where we're ending the video, guys. I'm sorry that it's a bit long. I know it's a bit long, but I think y'all like the twist. Y'all gotta listen to the entire video to figure it out. So, as these ending rituals that other YouTubers have done, subscribe and like my content. No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to dislike and report my content to no end. Please, and thank you. Bye.